Hello everyone, welcome back to Class 7 Mathematics, Chapter 2 Fractions and Decimals. Today's topic is Exercise 2.1 Questions 1 to 3. That is questions related to addition and subtraction of fractions. Let's move to the first question. That is Exercise 2.1 Question 1. Second part, 4 plus 7 by 8. Children, here the first fraction, that is 4 is a whole number and 7 by 8 is a fraction. So first of all we can convert 4 into fractional form. How we can convert 4 into fractional form? Yes, by keeping 1 as the denominator. So 4 plus 7 by 8 can be written as 4 upon 1 plus 7 upon 8. Now you can see that the denominators are different. So we are not able to add the fractions directly. For that we have to find the LCM of these denominators. That is LCM of 1 and 8 we have to find. Here 1 and 8 are having no common factor, so the product will be the LCM. So the LCM of 1 and 8 will be 8. Now we can find the equivalent fractions with the denominator equal to LCM, that is equal to 8. So our first fraction is 4 by 1 while the denominator is 1, so to make it equal to the LCM, we have to multiply 1 with the 8. That means the numerator and denominator we have to multiply it by 8. So 4 by 1 equal to 4 upon 1 into 8, the numerator also multiplied by 8, plus 7 upon 8 into 1. Similarly, the numerator 7 is also multiplied by 1. So we get the first fraction as 32 upon 8 plus 7 upon 8. Now in this step, both denominators are same. So we can add the numerator and put the same denominator. So 32 plus 7 upon 8, that is 39 by 8. 39 upon 8 is improper fraction. So we have to convert it into mixed fraction. So we get the answer as 4 integer 7 by 8. Now we can move to the third question, 3 by 5 plus 2 by 7. Here the denominators are different. We can't add it directly. So the first step is we have to find the LCM of 5 and 7. The LCM of 5 and 7 is 35. So we can take the first fraction 3 by 5. Here the denominator is 5. To make the denominator equal to the LCM 35, we have to multiply it by 7. So the numerator also must be multiplied by 7. So here we can write 3 by 5 into 7 upon 7 plus the second fraction is 2 by 7. The denominator is 7. To make it into equivalent fraction with the denominator 35, we have to multiply it by 5. So the numerator also multiplied by 5. So we can write 2 into 5 upon 7 into 5. So we are getting the first fraction as 21 upon 35 plus 10 upon 35. Now in this step, the denominators are same. So we can add the numerator and keep the same denominator. So we get 21 plus 10 whole divided by 35, which is equal to 31 upon 35, which is the required answer. Now the next question, question number 4, 9 upon 11 minus 4 upon 15. Here also the denominators are different. So we can find the LCM of 11 and 15. The LCM of 11 and 15 is 165. So the first fraction 9 upon 11, The denominator is 11 which is multiplied by 15. So the numerator 9 is also multiplied by 15. Minus 4 upon 15. Here the denominator is 15. To get 165 the LCM, we multiply the denominator by 11. So the numerator also multiplied by 11. So we get the answer as 135 upon 165 minus 44 upon 165. Now in this step the denominators are same, so we can subtract the numerators. So we get 135 minus 44 whole divided by 165. So the answer is 91 upon 165. Now we move to question number 5. 7 by 10 plus 2 by 5 plus 3 by 2. See here, three fractions are given and each fraction is having different denominator 10, 5 and 2. Hence, while adding, we can find the LCM of these three denominators 10, 5 and 2. The LCM of 10, 5 and 2 is equal to 10. Now we can convert each fraction equal to the denominator which is equal to the LCM. So we can see the first fraction is 7 upon 10. Denominator itself is equal to the LCM. So we can multiply the first fraction with the 1 upon 1 plus 2 by 5. Here the denominator is 5. So to convert it into LCM, we can multiply both the numerator and denominator by 2 by 2. Plus the third fraction is 3 by 2 whose denominator is 2. To make it the denominator equal to LCM, we can multiply this fraction by 5 upon 5. So the first fraction becomes 7 upon 10 plus 4 upon 10 plus 15 upon 10. Now the denominators are same. We can add the numerators together and keep the same denominator. So we get 7 plus 4 plus 15 whole divided by 10, which is equal to 26 upon 10. In 26 and 10, 2 is common. So we can cancel it with 2. Both the numerator and denominator cancel by 2. That means divide by 2. So we get the answer as 13 upon 5. Which is an improper fraction. So we can convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction. How we can convert? So by dividing 13 by 5, we get the quotient as 2, which is our whole number part in the mixed fraction. And denominator is same, that is equal to 5. Remainder becomes the numerator. So 13 by 5 equal to 2 integer 3 upon 5. And the seventh question, 8 integer 1 by 2 minus 3 integer 5 by 8. See children, here it is given two mixed fraction. We can subtract this mixed fraction. So the first step is convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. So we get 8 integer 1 by 2 becomes 17 upon 2. 8 into 2 plus 1 whole divided by 2. Minus 3 into 8 plus 5 whole divided by 8, which is equal to 29 upon 8. Look at the denominators 2 and 8. Both are different. So we have to find the LCM of 2 and 8. 2 is a factor of 8. So the LCM of 2 and 8 will be equal to 8 only. The first fraction denominator is 2. To convert it into which is equal to the LCM, we can multiply numerator and denominator by 4. So 17 by 2 multiplied by 4 upon 4 minus 29 by 8 multiplied by 1 upon 1, which is equal to 68 upon 8 minus 29 upon 8. Now in this step, both the denominator are same. So subtract the numerator and keep the same denominator. So we get 68 minus 29 whole divided by 8, which is equal to 39 upon 8, which is an improper fraction. So we can convert it into mixed fraction. So while dividing 39 by 8, the quotient is 4. So we can write the whole number as 4. So 39 by 8 equal to 4 integer 7 by 8. Now we move to question number 2. Arrange the following in descending order. Second one, 1 upon 5, comma, 3 upon 7, comma, 7 upon 10. Three fractions are given here. We have to arrange in the descending order. Here the denominators of the fractions are different. So children, first we can make each fraction with the same denominators. For that, first of all, we can find the LCM of this denominator. That is, we can find the LCM of 5, 7 and 10. We get the LCM as 70. Now we can take the first fraction 1 by 5. The denominator is 5. To get the denominator 70, which is equal to the LCM, we have to multiply it by 14. So the numerator also multiplied by 14. We get the answer as 14 upon 70. Now take the second fraction 3 upon 7. Here the denominator is 7. To get the denominator equal to the LCM 70, the denominator must be multiplied by 10. So the numerator also multiplied by 10. So we get 3 by 7 equal to 30 upon 70. Now the third fraction is 7 upon 10. Here the denominator is 10. To make the denominator equal to the LCM 70, we multiply the denominator with 7. So we can multiply the numerator also with 7. So 7 by 10 equal to 49 upon 70. Now observe these fractions with the denominator 70. All three fractions are having same denominator 70. Now we can find which is the greatest among them. You know that if denominators are same, the numerator whose numerator is bigger, that is the biggest fraction or greater fraction. Here 49 is bigger. Then we can write 49 upon 70 is greater than 30 upon 70, which is greater than 14 upon 70. Our question is arrange 1 by 5, 3 by 7 and 7 by 10. So we can see the fraction of 49 by 70, which is 7 upon 10. So we can write according to the question as 7 upon 10 is greater than 3 upon 7, which is greater than 1 upon 5. This is the required descending order of the given fractions. Now we move to the question number 3 in a magic square. Magic square means the sum of numbers in each row, each column and along the diagonals also. If it is same, then we can call it as magic square. Our question, the given square is a magic square or not. So for that we have to add row wise, column wise and diagonal wise all the fraction. If you are getting correct and same answer, it must be a magic square. So the first row, if you are adding 4 upon 11 plus 9 upon 11 plus 2 upon 11. Here denominators are same. So children, you must simply add the numerator and keep the same denominator. So 4 plus 9 is 13 plus 2 is 15. So we get the answer as 15 upon 11. Now the second row, if you are adding, the fractions are 3 upon 11 plus 5 upon 11 plus 7 upon 11. That is 3 plus 5 plus 7 whole divided by 11, which is equal to 15 upon 11. Same way we can take the third row, 8 upon 11 plus 1 upon 11 plus 6 upon 11. So if we are adding 8 plus 1 plus 6 whole divided by 11 gives 15 upon 11. So along row wise we add the fractions, we get the same answer. Now we can move with the column. So add the fractions in the first column, that is 4 upon 11 plus 3 upon 11 plus 8 upon 11, which gives 15 upon 11. Now we can add the fractions of the second column, 9 upon 11 plus 5 upon 11 plus 1 upon 11. While adding 9 plus 5 plus 1, we get the answer as 14 plus 1, 15 upon 11 only. Now we can add the fractions in the third column, that is 2 by 11 plus 7 by 11 plus 6 upon 11, which is equal to 15 upon 11. Now what is remaining? Yes, we can add the fractions in diagonal wise. Two diagonals are there, so diagonal wise we can add it. So along the first diagonal, the given fractions are 4 upon 11 plus 5 upon 11 plus 6 upon 11. While adding, we get the answer as 15 upon 11. The second diagonal, the fractions are 2 upon 11 plus 5 upon 11 plus 8 upon 11. That is 2 plus 5 plus 8 whole divided by 11. That is equal to 15 upon 11. So children, while adding row wise, column wise and along the diagonal wise, we get the same answer. That means the given square is a magic square. Thank you and have a nice day.